Alright, this is my part 2 to a request that I've gotten to show all my Christmas movies. So, if you want to see all my other ones, I did 10 in the last video. I have the last 5 here, which are the Silent Night, Deadly Night movies. You knew they were coming. And most of these are VHS rips, because I don't think some of them are even on DVD. Alright, so I'll up with the first one, which is Silent Night, Deadly Night, Part 1, which I got this cover off of the big box that I used to have of this. And essentially, what happens is this one, which I highly recommend, is an awesome fucking movie. Kid gets kind of fucked up when he's a kid. He sees his parents get killed by a guy wearing a Santa Claus suit, and it just troubles him throughout his life. And he's like an orphan because his parents get killed by the snowman or Santa Claus guy. And as he's trying to become a young adult and work in stuff like that, and he's working in a toy store, and then Christmas comes around, they're like, "Hey, why don't you dress up as Santa?" And they're like, "Oh, alright." Because the guy wants to keep his job. So, yeah. With that, he goes fucking ape shit as Santa Claus and kills everybody in the store. Kills Linnea Quigley, I believe in her first role. If not one of her first roles. She gets impaled on antlers, which is fucking awesome. And, two kids get killed when they're sledding, which is awesome. It's very funny. And it's really interesting. I'm not going to ruin too much for you, but check Silent Night, Deadly Night out. Not just a good Christmas movie, but a good slasher movie in general. Second one, not as good. This has to do with the first character, the first orphan boy's little brother going apeshit. But the thing about this movie is it has about 50 minutes of footage from this movie. And essentially the little brother that's from the other, the other movie, tries to kill the Mother Superior of the first film, where the orphans were. It tries to kill the Mother Superior in that one, and it's like all the shenanigans leading up to that. If you really want to see a badly acted B movie that's just like it's so bad it's good, if you could skip through all the bullshit that's from the first movie in it, you will get a very campy, funny movie. The third one is gotta be one of the first movies I remember seeing Bill Moseley in, which is Silent Night, Deadly Night 3, You Better Watch Out. And I believe some places just call this You Better Watch Out. Now, it has to do with the brother from the second one, gets somehow revived, even though he was shot in the head in the second one. And he goes and he tries to find... Oh, Jesus Christ, it's been so long since he goes and just starts killing people, and I think he kills like a nurse or something, but it's a terrible movie. I really think they should have stopped at 2. And the third or the fourth one, as you're about to see, is just terrible. Yeah, that's that one. Fourth one has absolutely nothing really to do with Silent Night, Deadly Night thus far. It has to do with like witchcraft and shit, from what I remember. Which is Silent Night, Deadly Night 4, The Initiation, which I only watched once. I know Clint Howard is in this movie. It's about people that are like bursting into flames, like that spontaneous combustion, and kind of like a witchcraft type thing. It has to do around Christmas. Has to do with like a certain club of members, like kind of like a cult, and they're like burning up people alive, and like this one detective type person is trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Yeah. You don't want to see this one, folks. You really don't. Only reason I got it is to complete my Silent Night, Deadly Night collection. Now, the first one I ever saw of this whole series, before even part 1, was this movie. And the only reason I saw it is because I was a little kid. It's because this evil-looking Raggedy Andy right there. And believe it or not, Mickey Rooney is in this movie. Boys Town himself is in this movie. And the funny thing about that is that he truly, like, hated Silent Night, Deadly Night. I remember reading something or hearing something about it, about how he took away, like, the, you know, the pride of Christmas and all that kind of bullshit. You know, then ironically he makes this movie where he doesn't play the villain in it, but just the fact that he's in it is being a fucking hypocrite. Now, essentially, this one has nothing to do with the past Silent Night, Deadly Nights. It's its own film that they just slapped the Silent Night, Deadly Night logo on. And has to do with a boy and a mother. The father gets killed earlier in the movie. Out of nowhere, Christmas night, this package is delivered to the house. The boy goes downstairs. He's not supposed to be down there. And he opens the present up, and it's his ball. The dad comes downstairs, and he's like, "What the fuck you doing?" And he gets killed by this, like, Santa ball thing that wraps around his head and, like strangles him. With that, cut to years later, the boy's, like, all still in shell shock. He can't talk, can't do anything. And he goes to this toy store where our friend Mickey Rooney is the shopkeeper, and he has this, like, kind of weird son. Blah blah blah. Cut through all the bullshit. Spoilers right here. If you don't want to know what's in this movie, shut it off now. You find out that the son and the father used to live at the house that, you know, the little boy, which is, he's right here, which you can't see, right there, they used to occupy the house they were in. And what you find out with that is that the teenager, the crazy little teenager right there, is a doll, like a living android doll. And he goes fucking apeshit and makes all these killer toys to, like, torment this family and all that. I'm really leaving out a lot of bullshit that's in the middle because it's just people getting killed by killer toys. But yeah, it's a family struggling with all these killer toy shenanigans, which has nothing to do with the original Silent Night, Deadly Night. They just slapped the label on here and they tried to market it as a killer Christmas movie. So, alright, that hopefully completes my request for all the Christmas movies I own. So, yeah, hopefully that's it. Hope you enjoyed this, and it didn't go to 10 minutes. So, yeah, that's it, friends. I do more requests. So, yeah, just give me a buzz. I have a lot of movies, almost 1,000. I got some time on my hands. Let's make movies. So yeah, catch you later, YouTube. Bye.